Chitiz Agarwal, would you agree with Mr. Rajan there on his assessment? And what do you see then as the future for tech, especially in India? Are you still hopeful that we will eventually, maybe not right away, but in some months, come out of this?
See, first of all, as a CEO, right, firing is the most difficult decision, for any entrepreneur, right? I'm telling you, as per my experience, and of course, other people who are on this call. So, none of the entrepreneur wants to do firing, right? See, what I have seen in this current trend is that during COVID, of course, there was a hiring spree. But I would say, there was also a hiring spree of, like some hiring some aspirations. For example, if a company wants to invest in some new technologies which might be profitable after a few years, right? Or investing in few things, which can increase the revenue for the future, those kind of things, what they have hired, they have now put it on the pause, and they might have let go of the team, which they have hired for future revenue, But having said that, if you talk about tech space, I'm talking from the ground where, of course, we are also hiring people for our own company and for other companies for which we hire. Honestly, we are still struggling to hire the right talent, I'm talking about all the right talent, in terms of niche technologies, in terms of niche things. If you talk about, people are firing, I would say, where are those people? Because if I go to the market and try to hire a nice AI guy or a nice ServiceNow guy or Salesforce guy, I'm not finding anyone, right? So,
but you're saying that there's a lack of talent that you're finding to hire people when there are so many people out there who are clearly looking for jobs in this sector.
Of course there is. As I mentioned, in terms of niche developers, there is always a need of them. There is India is a growing stage, and India is known for their tech talent, right? So there is always a need of tech talent, and I would say for a good people who are up to speed and who are able to perform, I don't think they have any issues in getting a job. But I think for the ones who have joined this, wave, where they have gotten into the industry because there was large, demand supply gap, of course, they are having some challenges.
They're finding it harder.